The mood in Los Angeles has changed dramatically, and the excitement surrounding the Lakers is louder than ever. Overnight, ticket prices for the team's final home game of the 2025-26 regular season soared, and all signs point to one man, LeBron James. On Monday, James posted a short yet powerful message on X, formerly known as Twitter, that instantly electrified the basketball world. His post read, "The decision of all decisions. October 7th, 12 PM EST." The caption alone was enough to spark massive speculation, but he also added a telling hashtag, #the second decision. This was a direct callback to his infamous 2010 TV special, The Decision, when James first announced his move to Miami. That broadcast became one of the most iconic and controversial moments in modern sports. Now, 15 years later, James is teasing another monumental choice, and fans believe it could signal the end of his legendary career. The reaction was immediate. Ticket marketplace TickPick reported a massive spike in demand within hours of his post. Seats that had sold earlier for just $85 jumped to $445. And those were the cheapest ones. The Lakers' home finale against the Utah Jazz was suddenly no longer just another game. It had turned into a potentially historic event that fans refused to miss at any price. Speculation spread quickly. Some wondered if James was promoting an event or partnership, but most analysts and supporters felt it was far bigger. Many are convinced LeBron is preparing to announce his farewell season. His 23rd year in the NBA, a record no player has ever reached. At 40, James remains one of the league's most dominant athletes. He will turn 41 midway through the upcoming season, and despite the toll of over 2 decades on the court, his production still rivals that of much younger stars. Last season, he posted elite numbers once again, proving his longevity is unparalleled. Still, retirement feels closer than ever. When asked about his future at Lakers Media Day on September 29th, James was honest. "I don't know when the end is," he said, "but I know it's a lot sooner than later." That statement only fueled speculation that October 7th might be the day he officially reveals his plans. James has been the face of the Lakers since joining in 2018. Over 7 seasons, he has played in more than 400 games, averaging 26.6 points per game contest, and earning an All-Star selection every year. His defining achievement in Los Angeles came in 2020 when he led the Lakers to their 17th NBA championship, tying the Boston Celtics for the most titles in league history. Beyond the trophies, James transformed the franchise. He brought back star power, success, and global attention to a team that had struggled for years before his arrival. His presence has elevated not only the Lakers, but the entire NBA, further cementing his legacy as one of the most influential figures in sports history. Still, uncertainty hangs over the organization. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka voiced what many hope for. "We would love if LeBron's story ends as a Laker." The message is clear. The franchise wants him to retire in purple and gold, adding another legendary chapter to its history. But time is running short. His current contract ends after the 2025-26 season, meaning the second decision could carry enormous implications. If this truly is his retirement announcement, it will mark the beginning of a farewell tour unlike any other. Every arena, every matchup, every moment would become part of basketball history. But if he decides to continue, whether that means another season, a new role, or even leaving Los Angeles, it will still be a career-defining moment. For now, the basketball world waits. The date is set. October 7th, 12 p.m. Eastern. LeBron James doesn't make casual statements. Every word he speaks carries weight far beyond the court. Whether this marks the start of his final chapter or a brand new one, One thing is certain. This is the decision of all decisions. The spike in ticket prices is proof of what's at stake. The chance to witness James's last game in Los Angeles is enough to send fans into a frenzy. If this truly marks the beginning of the end, it won't just be remembered for the games themselves, but for the anticipation and the way one man's message shook the entire sports world. LeBron James has defined an era of basketball, and on October 7th, he might define how that era concludes. The Lakers began their preseason with a humbling 103-81 loss to the Phoenix Suns in Palm Springs, but the score wasn't the biggest story. The spotlight instead turned to Luka Dončić. The Lakers had announced before tip-off that their 26-year-old superstar would not play in the first two preseason games, igniting speculation about when the former Eurobasket standout would finally debut in purple and gold. Anticipation for Dončić's first game has been building for weeks. His arrival in Los Angeles sent shockwaves through the NBA during the summer, altering the power balance of the Western Conference. Despite the excitement, the Lakers are choosing patience. This decision isn't random. It's part of a deliberate plan by new head coach J.J. Redick. We're using this week to keep him in a good place physically. With his body, energy, all of that, Redick said during training camp. He was incredible the first few days, but it was a lot. Given how much he played this summer, it makes sense to pull back a little. That heavy workload refers to Dončić's intense Eurobasket campaign, where he carried both the scoring and playmaking burden for his national team. Facing elite international competition took a toll. By the time he reported to training camp, he brought not only talent, but also fatigue. The Lakers must balance two priorities: building team chemistry and preserving Dončić's health for an 82-game grind and a potential deep playoff run. Skipping the early preseason games might be the smartest long-term move. Dončić himself downplayed the importance of preseason action but emphasized the value of practice. "I can't wait for the regular season," he said. "The preseason is different, but getting reps and chemistry, that's what matters now." Under Redick's leadership, training camp has been demanding and disciplined. The Lakers have adopted a new motto across their El Segundo facility: championship habits, championship communication, championship shape. It's more than a slogan. Players describe longer drills, sharper scrimmages, and a renewed focus on conditioning. Redick's approach centers on fundamentals, not flash, and protecting the team's biggest star from burnout is a key part of that philosophy. The Lakers understand what's at stake. With LeBron James nearing 41 and Dončić stepping into one of the biggest roles of his career, this season could define the franchise's future. Every decision, even holding Dončić out of preseason minutes, carries meaning. Fans, of course, are restless. Every clip from practice, every quote, every glimpse of Dončić in Lakers colors sends social media into overdrive. But as frustrating as the wait might be, the reasoning is clear. A player coming off heavy international play needs recovery. The Lakers have learned the hard way that rushing stars can backfire. This time, they're committed to the long game. Redick hasn't confirmed when Dončić will debut, but optimism suggests it won't be long. The team still has several preseason games left, and Dončić is expected to get at least some action before opening night. For now, the focus is on readiness, not hype. Patience today could pay off with championships tomorrow. Meanwhile, another Lakers storyline is heating up: the future of Austin Reaves. The undrafted guard has transformed into one of the team's most dependable offensive weapons. His rise has been remarkable, and with his contract entering a critical stage, the Lakers face a major decision: re-sign him to a massive long-term deal or trade him while his value is highest to build around Dončić. This decision goes beyond one player. It's about the team's identity and balance between winning now and preparing for the future. Over the past 3 seasons, Reaves has improved steadily. He averaged 13 points per game in 2022 to 2023, nearly 16 the next season, and in 2024 to 25. As a full-time starter, he posted 20.2 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.5 rebounds per game while playing almost 35 minutes nightly. Now 27, Reaves is no longer just a role player. He's a potential cornerstone. His journey from undrafted rookie to fan favorite has endeared him to Los Angeles. Previously, the Lakers offered him a 4-year, $89 million deal, the maximum allowed then, but he declined, betting on himself. That gamble paid off. Analysts now estimate his next contract could reach $30 to $40 million annually, placing him among top-tier shooting guards. The Lakers can outbid any rival due to his bird rights, but committing that much money brings risks. A huge deal could lock in one of the league's best backcourts beside Dončić, yet restrict flexibility in strengthening the frontcourt, where defense and rim protection remain concerns. Re-signing Reaves would secure chemistry and continuity, but trade rumors persist. A sign and trade could yield valuable assets such as draft picks or defensive specialists. Teams like Brooklyn, with center Nick Claxton, have been mentioned as possible partners. Trading Reaves could provide size and defense while reducing luxury tax pressure. Still, keeping him offers stability. He's proven he can score, create, and thrive alongside Dončić. For Reaves, staying means star visibility, financial security, and the chance to keep growing in the franchise that discovered him. A move elsewhere could bring a larger role, but less certainty. Reaves' situation reflects a broader truth. The Lakers must balance short-term contention with long-term planning. The most sensible path may be re-signing him in the $30 to $35 million range per year, enough to secure their backcourt without crippling future options. But if a franchise-changing trade appears, they might reconsider. Ultimately, Austin Reaves' contract is about more than numbers. It's about what kind of team the Lakers want to be in the post-LeBron era. His decision could shape the next chapter of Lakers basketball, one built on both star power and smart strategy.